make it out first.
The guys were digging up the foundation of the old Calvin building. They made a discovery this morning. 2 bags of bones.
In the cement?
Underneath.
So they got thrown in here when they were first putting up the building?
Yeah, the doer figured they were buried forever. Now the city wants a parking lot.
Their remains are mostly skeletal, but they were buried in plastic, so a lot of the clothes survived.
One male, one female.
How can you tell that?
Pelvic bones, shoe size. Jeez, when did bell-bottoms come back in style? 5 years ago?
Don't look at me.
They've been down here more than 5 years.
Well, this building's at least 30 years old.
So they're from the original days of bell-bottoms.
The 60s.
Yeah, those pants were ugly the first time around.
Look at that.
Summer of Love.
Where did it all go wrong?
'69. You weren't even born yet, right?
The world had to wait till the 70s for me.
You know how many words there are for narcissist?
Scotty.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, you just forgot to fill this out before you left.
I'll see you upstairs.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
Lily.
Hi.
It's my partner.
You're a detective?
Yeah.
You're so beautiful.
Thanks. See you out there.
Sorry. Did I embarrass you?
No.
You never told me your partner was a girl.
Yeah. You okay today?
Yeah. It's a good day, I think. Quiet.
No box on these 2 jobs. Had to go to missing persons.
A white woman and black man disappeared together June 3rd, 1969.
Missing persons didn't knock themselves out.
If you're over 18 and of sound mind, you're allowed to disappear.
And the lifestyle.
Yeah, a lot of people disappeared in the 60s.
Some of them don't even know it.
The woman was Julia Hoffman, 22, reported missing by her parents, now deceased, lived in a commune. Disappeared with Gerard Gary, 23.
Looks like Julia's station wagon disappeared, too.
Well, we ran an NCIC search to see if the car ever turned up anywhere. No luck.
These bodies were dumped professional style on that construction site.
Which says organized crime.
So, how does that intersect with hippies?
Drugs?
Had to buy him somewhere.
Maybe the black-white thing bothered somebody.
You got any family contacts on either of them?
No, but we have a name on a boyfriend for Julia, another commune member.
You mean the guy she was found with wasn't her boyfriend?
If he was, she had one at home, too.
Not a bad motive for boyfriend number 1, there being a number 2.
Let's go see this commune guy.
Adam Clark, where are you now?
Life coach.
You get to choose how to view your experience. What's the empowering choice? Taking responsibility. Winners take responsibility. All right? All right, see everyone tomorrow. Thanks.
Adam Clark?
Yeah.
Detectives Rush and Balance. Homicide.
That's a room emptier.
We hear about Julia Hoffman. You were dating her in 1969?
Yeah. Till she disappeared on me.
Her remains have been found, along with the remains of Gerard Gary.
You mind? They're herbal. I thought Julia went to Canada with that Gerard guy.
Looks like they never made it out of the city.
Ugly.
What kind of relationship did you two have?
6 months of hot and heavy in the commune.
Serious?
I was more serious about ending the war.
So her being with this other guy didn't rile you at all?
We had an open relationship. It was the 60s. It was part of the revolution. Change the world, change ourselves.
But human nature doesn't always conform to revolutionary ideals.
Well, that's why I do this work.
And that's being a life coach, I take it.
It's easy to make fun of. We have a saying, being cynical's the booby prize.
Any idea if Julia and Gerard were dealing drugs?
No chance.
Ah, come on, Adam. Summer of '69.
Well, we took drugs for sure, but dealing, we just weren't that organized.
The last time you saw Julia, did you fight and part on bad terms?
Furthest thing from it.
It's time.
Now, there comes a time when you have to throw yourself into history, not stand on the sidelines. My draft card. You let him arrest me. I'm saying no. I'm saying hell no. I won't go.
Glory days, huh?
Intense, as we used to say.
And Julia and Gerard being together, that didn't bring up any intense feelings like jealousy?
It hurt some. But that was our deal.
Who was the girl with Julia?
A friend, Terry. She lived with us for a while.
Remember her last name?
Maxwell. A rich Cherry Hill girl who came and played hippie for a couple of years. Now she's a rich art dealer.
Julie and I were on dishes duty at the commune. The men were totally into equality until we ran out of clean plates.
So you knew Adam Clark?
Of course, he was the king of the commune.
No, he claims he didn't mind Julia being with Gerard. You believe that?
I do, actually. If only because he was so self-absorbed.
How so?
Well, he was the star of the anti-war movement. And he was inspiring, I admit. But he was an ass. He thought of himself as a babe magnet, 60s style.
No, well, even babe magnets don't like being dumped.
Especially babe magnets.
I just don't think he cared enough about Julia to harm her.
Right.
There is something I didn't tell the police in '69. In my world back then, you just didn't tell the cops a lot of things.
Oink oink?
Yeah.
What didn't you tell?
Julia and Gerard were into something clandestine.
Like what?
There were a lot of secret phone calls, messages from someone who called himself Dr. L. And Julia always had these envelopes of cash.
And how do you know Gerard was involved?
The night before they disappeared, they were planning something.
The meeting place doesn't work anymore.
I know. 7 a.m. tomorrow. We pick up on a new corner.
Shall I have the bread?
Yep. You scared?
No way, baby. You?
Does he know?
I'd never tell him.
Julia was your best friend and you didn't ask her what was up?
She didn't want to tell me. And to be honest, I was scared to know. I was a suburbs girl trying out the commune life. If it ever got too gritty, I knew I could always go home. But Julia, she was for real. And she was into something. Deep.
Forensics found a long brown hair with the bodies under a piece of tape on the plastic.
It could be Julia's.
Oh, we'll catch a break if it's not.
Any leads on the missing car?
Sludge.
What about it?
It was smeared on the plastic in the clothes. It has caffeic acid and pyrazine in it. Chemicals made in manufacturing coffee.
Killer gave him one last cappuccino.
Or they were wrapped up near the waterfront by the Bogota coffee plant.
Was it there in 69?
Established 66.
Smart, Nicky.
Gives a specific place to dredge for the station wagon.
Is that enough to get the divers out?
I'll call a Marine unit. I was at Woodstock, you know.
You?
Jimi Hendrix, that cat could play.
Did he say cat?
Hey, you take your clothes off and roll in the mud, boss?
Set up in security for one of the vendors.
Which one?
Porta potty.
Now I'm seeing it.
Let's take a look.
There's a real time capsule for you.
35 years as a fish motel.
What do you got there, Lou? A dead fish?
Or a wallet.
I should be doing this in the lab.
I won't tell any, Louie. Want an orange crush?
Yeah.
So, Alyssa, you actually introduce people to. Sets her apart.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that comment.
Well, I don't mind getting called beautiful.
Well, she's not 100% healthy. Doctor calls it a thinking disorder. And sometimes she... I think he's ready.
This pouch was inside the wallet, and it seems to be airtight.
Like a Ziploc?
Right.
So it protected whatever's inside.
Maybe.
What is it?
It's an address.
4912 Spruce Street, Jane.
West Philly.
Do not give out address except in emergency.
I'd call a double murder an emergency. Detectives Rush and Valance. Looking for Jane?
You're here about Jane?
Yeah, is she here?
Well, Jane's not a person. Jane's an organization. I'm Dr. Linden.
Dr. L.
Yeah, please come in. Now, they were volunteers. Then they stopped. Suddenly.
What were they volunteers for?
Jane. An abortion service. Underground. In the 60s, abortion was illegal. Women still had them, of course.
Coat hangers.
Knitting needles, ballpoint pens. Jane's purpose was to keep people away from those dangerous procedures and provide them with safe ones.
And you were a provider.
Yeah. Until 73, when the law changed.
What's with the name Jane?
Security. Everything had to be anonymous.
How'd that work?
Well, women would call a number and ask for Jane. The volunteers would call back, set up an appointment.
That what Julia and Gerard did?
They escorted the patients, handled the money. They did everything.
When did you last see them?
In the morning, the day they disappeared. They brought over a young girl.
I'm sorry about the blindfold.
I wouldn't tell anything.
Especially if you don't know where we are.
It's not dangerous. You're gonna be okay.
What do I have to do?
Doctor, we'll talk you through it.
He's a real doctor?
You'll get a DNC.
I don't know what that is.
Dilation and curettage. It's the safest way. Dr. L's real good. He helped me.
Doctor, this is Renee.
How do you do? Come with me now. We'll get through this together.
The procedure went fine. Julia and Gerard left with her. That's all I know.
You never got the girl's last name?
Yeah, I had to protect my medical license.
But Jane must have had her information in case something went wrong.
Probably. But I only knew the contact people.
Did you get a new contact after Julia and Gerard?
Colette Ferguson. She's a poli-sci professor at Temple.
I had an emergency number and first name for that girl. Renee.
No last name?
When Julia and Gerard went missing, I called her like it was routine. She said everything was fine.
You saved that number?
I did. I don't know why. My last link to Julia, probably. I'd have to find it.
You were close to Julia?
We met under the worst of circumstances.
You okay? He says I am.
Does he do it here?
The kitchen.
What's he use?
A bicycle spoke. He says to keep it in 24 hours. Then it happens.
He's supposed to be good.
You got the 400?
I have 350.
Okay. It's 4.
I couldn't get more.
I'll get you some wine. Calm you down.
He made me touch him before.
We should leave.
She took me home, checked in on me the next day, which was lucky for me because I had an infection. By the time she got me to the hospital.
Bad, huh?
Couldn't have children because of it.
So, how did Julia get to Dr. Linden?
She found an ad for Jane in the Free Weekly. She was so grateful after she went to work for Jane. I did too.
And she brought Gerard in.
No, he was already a volunteer. That's how they met.
Well, why was he doing it? He know someone who had one?
Most everyone does, son.
Sounds risky.
Especially for Gerard.
Why is that?
He was in the Black Liberation Front. They were very militant and dead set against abortion. Considered a genocide for black people.
Dead set as in murder?
His working for Jane was like a declaration of war to some people.
Know anyone we can talk to from the BLF?
Lionel Royce was the leader of the local chapter.
Where's Lionel now?
I hear he's in and out of prison. Where he belongs, if he's the one hurt those two.
We want to talk to you about your old friend, Gerard Gary.
Tragic man. Limitless potential, unwise choices.
You didn't like some of his activities.
Helping black girls commit genocide? No, I didn't like it. But I'm a peaceful man.
So what's the rifle about?
Remember George W. Bush in that flight suit landing on the aircraft carrier? All about the image.
This armed robbery beef you in for, that just image?
I was collecting reparations for slavery.
From the 7-Eleven?
Look, I had issues with Gerard. However, if you're suggesting I'd kill a brother, we were way too busy getting spied on, lied to, informed on, and framed up by the U.S. government to turn on each other.
Do you think you had an informant in the BLF?
I know there were informants.
And maybe Gerard was one.
It's possible.
The way I see it, the white man's got your mind, and the white woman's got your Johnson.
She's a friend.
No, our friends don't come in that color.
What, you telling me who I can see?
You gotta be role models, Brother Gerard. You can't be running around with no blue-eyed, blonde-haired Barbie doll. Man, you gonna turn white yourself.
In case you haven't noticed, the black don't rub off.
But this is serious, brother. You know our secrets, man. You pillow talk with that girl? Huh? You can't trust no white girl. This ain't real to them. They just playing a game. This will never be real to them. We gonna have to dry clean this place of yours, Gerard.
You think I betray you?
Standard operating procedure.
We're tired of beating our head against the wall and working for someone else. Say it loud!
So the Black Liberation Front thought Gerard was talking to the FBI?
Even if he was, we'd never use a bullet on a black man.
How'd you know it was a bullet?
Just a metaphor, brother man.
Thanks for meeting me here. My kids are home, you know.
Sure.
These people were good to me. I feel like they saved my life.
You were 17?
I didn't come from money, and I wasn't smart. I wasn't going to go to college or anything, but I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
Have a life that was bigger than 2 square miles. If I had a baby in high school.
Who knew about you being pregnant?
No one for weeks. And then I told my boyfriend.
He feel the same as you?
Wow.
Yeah.
So we'll get married.
Charlie, I was thinking an abortion.
That's illegal. How do you even...
I'm trying to find out.
Renee.
I applied to Pan Am. Stewardess training. I did real good on the test.
Tell them something's come up.
Charlie, I want to go places. London and stuff, you know?
can go places together.
No, we can't. If we have a baby, we'll never even leave Fishtown.
Talk like your mind's made up.
I need money.
Screw you, Renee.
So you were on your own. I asked around and finally found a girl at school whose cousin had a number for Jane.
How'd you pay for it?
Sold a coat and my record player.
And Charlie?
I thought it was best if we didn't have any contact.
But Renee, you said those people saved your life.
I thought I saw his truck.
That day.
Right before they picked me up. I had no idea anything happened to those people.
I wasn't upset about it.
That's not what Renee said.
And she said you wanted to get married.
Well, that's what you were supposed to say if you got a girl in trouble.
So you didn't want to marry her?
No. Excuse me.
And you were for the abortion.
I didn't want to get involved.
Then why were you at the meeting place the day Renee went for the procedure?
She saw your truck, Charlie.
Look, this is 35 years later. My wife...
No one's talking to your wife.
I followed Renee. Saw her meet those hippies.
And?
I tailed the car to West Philly.
Where's Renee? Oh, be cool, man. Shut that door. Is she in here?
No, this is a private home. You can't just crash in here.
I will call the cops. No, you don't want to do that.
Look at you. You're just a kid. How old are you?
17.
You want a baby at 18?
And a wife? Before your senior prom? Look, how about some air, brother?
I cried on that hippie's shoulder for 10 minutes.
Then what?
Nothing. Home.
Where were you 2 hours later that day?
Home?
With anyone?
Yeah, my mom. She's gone now.
That's too bad, Charlie, because those hippies went missing that day.
Look, I didn't want Renee to do it, but in retrospect, it was the right thing for me.
Did you realize that before or after they died?
Bill, Scotty, we got the FBI file on Jane.
But they had a file?
And they gave it up?
Public record now.
We get names of informants?
Well, they drew the line there, but we did get these.
Yeah, surveillance photos of the Jane volunteers. We got Julia and Gerard picking up and dropping off women April through June '69.
This your young Renee?
That's her.
Then this was the day they disappeared.
Someone else was there.
Someone who took these photos and gave them to the feds. That informant.
So that nutcase Lionel was right.
Well, Lionel thought Gerard was a snitch.
Gerard didn't take these.
So who did?
Informants.
Sound off the wall?
Sounds dated.
Our case is dated.
Well, there were always rumors like that. It was like a parlor game at the commune, trying to decide who the snitch was.
Weird.
It was a paranoid time.
Well, it seems there was someone watching Julia.
Then I guess it wasn't paranoia.
So, in the parlor game, who'd you suspect?
It wasn't a suspicion.
Intuition?
Adam and Julia were non-monogamous.
He told us.
And I
had first-hand knowledge of that?
Yes. Granted, I was sort of tripping at the time.
It's so fragile. Can I take its picture? These are great.
I'm documenting the movement.
Yeah?
And I'm gonna do a book someday. Tell the story.
I love this one of Julia.
Yeah.
Have any of me?
I'll take some right now. What, rich Jersey girl beds, penniless draft doctor.
Camera was pretty sophisticated for a guy like him. It came into my mind for a second, but I was so flattered that he considered me part of the movement, I put it out again.
You ever put out that book?
Boss, we got something.
Yeah, us too. Adam Clark burning his draft card in '69.
He told us about that.
Yeah, the problem is Adam shouldn't have had a draft card in '69. We checked his military records. He'd already served.
Vietnam, '66 to '67.
Really?
When Adam gets home, it gets more interesting. He crossed state lines driving a peace van loaded with weed.
Arrested for drug sales.
I thought he was too disorganized for that.
The case should have bought him state time, but then the feds took over jurisdiction.
Poof, case went away.
He made a deal with them.
Became a CI. Stay in the movement, keep us informed.
Now those photos he had of Julie really make sense. Black and white, long lens.
Adam Clark, 60s babe magnet, star of the anti-war movement.
And FBI informant.
That'd be big news.
Big bad news.
And if Julia found out, there's your motive for murder. Do you mind?
Not at all. I know why you're here, Lily.
Yeah?
I was an informant for the FBI in 1969.
Go on.
An old case agent of mine called and gave me a heads up. Questions were being asked.
They didn't give us names.
I know. And when you told me about Julia and Gerard, I hoped that my background was irrelevant, but it may not be. I was surveilling them the day they disappeared. June 3rd, 1969, 7:20 a.m. Yeah, this guy's name is Charlie Rinsler.
I know who he is. Is that all you have on him?
He was so agitated, I reported it to my case agent. The feds ran his license, had me follow him for a week, but nothing much came of it.
So you have photos of Charlie from a week after Julia and Gerard went missing?
Yeah, but nothing too exciting.
Can I see them anyway?
I basically followed him every day for a week to and from work. He was a day worker in construction.
Can I take these?
They're yours. If I can ask a favor?
If we can keep your secret? We will.
Now, you worked construction back in the 60s, huh, Charlie?
Yeah, a couple of summers.
Remember a job at the Calvin building? Summer of '69?
Putting down the foundation?
Maybe.
Because that just happens to be where Julia and Gerard were dumped.
That same week you worked there. It's an amazing coincidence.
Too amazing.
That can't be right.
This is you at the construction site, Charlie.
Who the hell took that? Good luck you had. That foundation was being laid just when you needed to stash 2 dead hippies.
I never hurt them.
That guy was nice to me.
As long as that building was up, he figured you were home free.
Too bad they want a parking lot there now.
It's coincidence. That's all. I guess I need a lawyer.
Update for you. Forensics is back on the hair found with the bodies.
And?
It ain't Julia's.
So there was someone else at the scene with long brown hair.
Charlie?
He was Nixon youth, crew cut.
How about Adam Clark?
Long.
Yeah, but a lot of people had long hair back then.
And Adam came clean about being an informant. FBI wasn't going to confirm.
Put himself in harm's way.
Unless he practices what he preaches. People who win face the real facts of whatever situation they're in. Maybe he looked at the odds, knew he'd make him the informant with or without confirmation.
So he steps out ahead of us.
Makes himself look good.
And sets up Charlie.
Audacious action with the element of surprise will give you the upper hand.
You know, Adam followed Charlie around for a week.
Yeah, he saw where he worked. Could have dumped the bodies there one night.
Which points right to Charlie if anything ever comes to light.
And Adam gets 35 years to have a life. Till his luck runs out.
We got enough to compel a DNA sample. I mean, this guy ain't gonna give it up.
He already did. Those pictures were real helpful, Adam.
I'm glad.
Oh, you're an excellent photographer. And composition, framing.
Especially framing. How'd it go down anyway?
You get sloppy that day? Julia and Gerard catch you?
I don't follow.
Charlie didn't kill them. Good try, though.
I never said he did.
Adam Clark. Real hippie or poser?
Real. My passions were very real.
How'd you like having long hair?
All them strands blowing around.
Guess what, Adam? One of them flew right into the plastic bags you wrapped your friends in. Got stuck under the tape.
A long brown hair don't belong to either of them.
You think I was the only guy with long hair those two were in contact with?
Well, the DNA on this will confirm it. Whether you were a real hippie or not doesn't matter. Your long hair got you in the end.
Why'd you do it, Adam? Or were you against what Jane was doing?
I thought they were heroic. I didn't want Julia or Gerard to be harmed.
But then they found out about you.
Pretty soon the whole movement would know you were a snitch for the FBI.
The feds had me. I had no options.
Well, how about taking responsibility? Ain't that the winner's way?
I was a leader in the revolution.
We were living like it meant something.
I loved that life. Couldn't stand to give it up.
You ever wonder if Julia and Gerard felt that way?
Think they loved their lives?
They say everything can be clear. Yes, every distance doesn't so I remember everything of every man who was here.
Jules? Gerard? What are you guys doing here?
What's going on, Adam?
You taking our picture? I'm always taking pictures. Yeah, what, 8 in the morning? On a deserted corner?
I don't get this.
Oh, man. This is sad. He's a snitch.
Come on, Adam Clark.
Who better?
This is crazy, right?
Let's get in the car.
Adam,
Just do it, Jules.
man of peace and love has a handgun?
No, he ain't that man at all. Just get in the car.
Crank the radio, Gerard.
I swear I see my reflection. Some will so high.
Turn it up.
I see my life come shining. From the west until the
I'm sorry.
Love is but a song we sing, feels the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, and you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, we will surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together,